To overcome obstacles, the best advice I would give you is to not take no for an answer. Be resourceful. So as you are faced with a challenge and at first you may think, I don't know how to come up with the right solution here, this is where networking and having your personal board of directors comes into play. Having people of all different levels that you respect, admire, that might have an opinion about helping you find out a solution to your challenge. So when I'm met with obstacles, I personally reach out to my board of directors, depending on what the question or what the problem is, and seek out advice from others. And that's called being resourceful. Think of the people that you know. Think of your arsenal, your network. How can you overcome this obstacle? Because you can't do anything in life on your own. You just can't. Sometimes you think you can, but you really can't. And the only way that you're going to be able to overcome an obstacle is by reaching out to people you trust, that you have admiration for, or you think really could help you. So that's why the most important thing is when you have an obstacle is make sure you have that network and make sure it's constantly being cultivated. You don't want to have a friend that you call every 5 years. That doesn't really make you feel warm inside. You want a friend that you call on a periodic basis, like every few months to check in. And you don't want it to be a one-sided relationship. You want to make time to relationship build with others. Ask them how they are. Don't just say, help me, help me, help me, but say, hey, I want to know how you're doing so I can maybe help you one day. And those two-sided relationship buildings, they transpire over time, but they must be cultivated like a garden constantly so that you don't forget when you're in a tough situation or when you're in a challenge, you can easily pick up that phone or I am your friend and say, hey, I could really use 10 minutes of your time, even just to listen to me and talk through the problem, talk through the obstacle. Just make sure I'm sane, make sure it's going to come out okay, and you'll be really surprised. And you don't always have to go with that advice. If you have an army of directors, you can ask each of them their opinions, and you'll get differing opinions. And then once you can kind of evaluate what those opinions are and make the opinion that resonates the most with you, what your gut says that you should do. But hearing it from someone else usually can be a really great way to kind of do step one of how do I overcome this obstacle?